This is Jane Ward. She's our librarian here at the American Textile History Museum Library. And we're holding here a Daguerreotype, 1848 to 1850. And it's the first image, we believe, of a woman at a power loom in an industrial setting. It's an important, iconic image. And this would have been just 30 years after the start of the mills here in Lowell, Massachusetts.
So it was from Lowell, this image?
That we don't know.
So you don't know?
No, we don't know.
We
We know very
suspect.
little. Yeah,
We
we know very
suspect it.
little about the actual image.
How
But
was it recovered, do you know?
I'd have to check the provenance of it.
Um,
But we do believe that it is the earliest.
Library collection. The other half is on the floor.
Staff?
Yes. And I sort of like to think of this as our Raiders of the Lost Ark view at the end of the thing. Looking down these stacks, this is the business records that go through all. So we have some stuff here that is. Oh, you've got your.
I got my letter.
You get your letter. Rug weaving. This is something that was published in 1967. Where does the money go for the museum?
Well, from what they're...
From their bequest.
Right.
It will go towards funding library operations, but it'll also go for general operations in here, and including we have we are able to fund a few capital projects that we've been waiting to do. One is an upgrade of our collections software. And in so doing, once we do that, it'll increase the ability for the public to have access to what we have here. That's really the whole point of so much of what we do here is to increase that public access. We'll do some money for a website upgrade. So it'll be easier for visitors to find things on our website, which will lead them to find things more here in the museum. We are also looking at, it'll also help, we're going to do a review of our whole building equipment, our HVAC system. It'll fund a study of that so we can be current with what we do with HVAC.
Yeah. Now this letter I like to show people. It is an actual mill girl letter from 1850. But what I like about it is that it was written on this Lowell letter paper, and this was obviously available for purchase in the stores in Lowell. And it's got this wonderful engraving, which is taken from what would probably be either Drake or maybe Centerville. It's obviously from across the river
It's
at that
Christian
time.
Hill.
Or maybe Christian Hill, yes.
I think it is Christian Hill.
Yeah.
I recognize the viewpoint.
And then it has all of these statistics on the right-hand side. So, of course, they're still promoting Lowell. So it's things like the number of factories, which is 50, the females employed, 8,635, the males employed, 3,993, the number of spindles, 301,297, the number of looms, 8,749, the yards per week they do of cotton, of woolen, and of carpeting. It's, the population in 1848, which was 35,000. Writing to, this is written by somebody named Harriet. We don't know her last name. She's writing to her sister, and let's try to see if the address is inside.
Do you have transcription of that
We
letter?
do have a transcription, and I don't think we have her sister's address because we don't have the envelope in which it came.
Mm-hmm.
But she's apologizing for not writing. This was done in February
Of 1850?
of 1850, so of course she's talking about the fact that the very little time that she has, it's late at night. She's in her boarding house room. It's dark, it's cold. And she's using her trunk as a desk. And she's got a penstock tied off that she's using for a penstock. So she's apologizing for not writing because the conditions are such that she has little time. And so it's a great little letter.
And they didn't have email in that
No
day.
no email in those days. No,
Too bad.
no email.
No even typewriting.
No typewriting. No.
But have there been other gifts of this magnitude, $1 million?
Yes, I started to tell you the Chase, Malcolm Chase. Where is he? Here he is. I think in total, I believe, yes, I believe he was up to $1 million as well. Over. Okay, Gordon, who's pictured here and here, was the president of Warwick Mills in New Ipswich, New Hampshire. And I believe that's in the press release that we gave you. And he's been a friend of the museum for a long time, along with our chairman of our board, Carl Spillhouse, who's been great. And he's just been a great supporter of the museum for probably about 30 years. And he made this decision, along with his wife, Marjorie, to set up this bequest in his will, which would be this $1 million bequest, which was super of him. A major, major legacy gift. And it really comes from the both of them, because when he died in 2000, he obviously had set up things for his wife Marjorie, and she lived until April of this year.
Right.
And reaching
101, right?
103.
103.
I got to see her in the year before, and she had a caretaker, but she was interested in knowing what's going on at the library and everything else. It's a real legacy gift. So in terms, they've just been always supportive of what's been going on here. It's the type of people we're looking for.
Why did they choose? Do you know why they chose this institution to really focus on?
Gordon Osborne was in the textile industry,
Right.
and really this was fun. This museum started with textile industry people. So there was an actual, and he was also interested in research and history himself, and so the library was very important to him individually, having that type of support. And he's always been, he's local, he's from the New England. I think he actually lived in Massachusetts, out in Lexington, and then into Boston in their later years. And they have supported a number of organizations. I don't have that list in front of me, but this was definitely one of the largest bequests they had in their estate.